Hi guys, I just wanted to make this video in case I wasn't able to come into school. So this is going to be the notes that we are working on for proportional relationships. I am a little bit behind schedule now. There was supposed to be a test coming up on Friday. It's most likely going to be pushed to either Monday or Tuesday because we are a little bit behind the other class, but hopefully this will start to catch us up. So we have already started talking about what makes a relationship proportional. We practice graphs, which is when we make sure that it's a straight line and it hits or goes through the origin. We also looked at tables where we made sure that every time we divided y with x, we kept getting the same number. And when that happens is we're given something known as k, which is the constant of proportionality. So if you keep getting the same number, then you have what's called the k, the constant of proportionality. So all we're going to do today is just make sure we know how to write an equation of a proportional relationship, which is very simple. It's just making sure we can find k, and we're writing it in this form, y equals kx. So to start off very simple, we're just going to look at each of these equations and write down what our k would be in the equation. So this equation, they're all written in the same form, y equals kx. So our k, in this case, would be 5. In number 2, same thing. This is y equals kx. This time our k is a fraction, and it's 1/2. Number 3, same thing. Y equals kx. My k is a negative and a fraction. This is a negative 2/3. And the last one, y equals kx. My k is negative 6. So very simple. So that's where our k just goes right in front of the x, and it has to be written in this exact form, y equals kx. If it's not written in this form, then it is not a proportional relationship. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to first find the k ourselves, and then we're going to write it in the equation. So if we're given an x and a y, first of all, we have to remind ourselves, how do you find k in the first place? So to find k, it's a formula. To find k, we take y and divide x. So I'm giving you both. I'm giving you y and I'm giving you x. So y is 4, so 4 should be the number on top. X is 2, so 2 should be on the number on the bottom. And when you divide these, 4 divided by 2, you get 2. So now you have k. So to write your equation, which you know must be in y equals kx, the only thing you have to do is plug in for that k. And since we found it to be 2, then this would be y equals 2x. And that's literally it. You just plug in the k and you're done. Okay, let's look at the next one. Here, again, I'm giving you an x and a y. You have to remember that k is not x over y, it's y over x. Y comes first. So y in this case is 25, x is now 5. If you divide these two, 25 divided by 5, you're going to get 5. That's your k. To write it as an equation, y equals kx, you should always write the equation down first, then plug in the k. The k is 5, so y equals 5x. Okay, next one. This one is written as a point, so it's very important that you know that points have an x and a y. So again, if we're looking for k, which is y over x, we now know our y is 60 and our x is 15. So if we divide 60 divided by 15, we're going to get 4. Okay, and then again, on the side, we're going to write the equation, y equals kx. And because k was 4, we write y equals 4x. So as you can see, it's pretty repetitive and it's the same thing, but just want to make sure that we all understand how to do it. I'm going to do it a few more times. So you should always label your points. This is an x, this is a y. Just like in the alphabet, x comes before y. K is y divided by x. You see how every time I write the formulas and I write the equations, that's what you should be doing as well, especially when you take your next test. Y is going to be 72. I'm just copying from here. Y is 72. X is 3. And when you divide this, 72 divided by 3, you're going to get 24. So our equation, which we know is y equals kx, is written as y equals 24x. Okay. I'm going to do just one more. We have x and y. K is equal to y divided by x. Y is 20. X is 12. Now these numbers do not divide evenly. So if you were to divide this, you would get a decimal. We don't want to have a decimal. So what we're going to do is we're going to simplify this. So you can use your calculator to click simp, or we could just look for a number that goes into 20 and goes into 12, which I happen to know is 4. 4 goes into 25 times, and 4 goes into 12 3 times. So that is my simplified fraction. So we write this again, y equals kx, and just repeat it every time and plug in for the k, which is 5/3, and then our x goes after it. Okay, I'm going to skip 10 just for the sake of time. I'm going to show one using a table. Okay, for a table, you're given multiple x's and y's. This is an x and a y, x and a y, x and a y, x and a y. You can call these points A, B, C, and D if you want. If we know for a fact that the table is proportional, we do not need to go through and check A, B, C, and D. What you can do is just pick one point, and they should all work the same no matter what. So if I pick point A and I find K, which is y over x, point A has a y of 4, so that would be my top number, and an x of 10. So a y of 4 and an x of 10. Again, if you divide this, you're going to get a decimal. So I'm going to simplify it, which would become 2/5. And that would happen no matter which point we chose. So it does not matter. So k is 2/5. And our equation, which we know is normally y equals kx, becomes y equals 2/5 x. Okay? So I'm going to stop there. I just want to be able to show you how to do this in multiple ways using either a table or a point, or if I just directly give you x and y like this, all the same. So this is really just the most important part, is knowing the equation form, y equals kx, and knowing how to find k, which is y over x. All right, I'm going to stop there, and I will see you guys very soon.